Every election, millions of people line up with the hope in their eyes, believing change is finally coming. But somewhere along the way, trust started disappearing. People began asking dangerous questions, like why are the rich getting richer while ordinary people struggle to survive? Why do scandals keep repeating? Why do promises only exist during campaigns? Around the world, more citizens are losing faith in the very institutions meant to protect them. And today, we're diving deep into the real reasons why people no longer believe in the government. From corruption to broken systems to the hidden influence of power and money, this is more than just a politics. This is about trust and what happens when society begins to lose it. So stay tuned until the end because some of these reasons may completely change how you see the world around you. Number 1. Corruption scandals. Government officials are exposed for stealing public funds, accepting bribes, or abusing authority for their personal gain. So people can forgive mistakes, but of course that is their choice if they will still do that or not. So rarely forgive leaders who steal from the very people they promise to protect is really not right. Number 2. Broken election promises. Politicians make strong promises during campaigns but fail to fulfill them after winning the power. So every election begins with a hope like me as a citizen will line up even if that will really waste my time, but for some reason the government who win will still end up giving us a disappointment. Do you agree? Number 3. Economic inequality. The gap between the rich and the poor keeps growing, while ordinary people struggle with daily living costs. So, for some reason nowadays, rich people is getting richer, while we poor people are getting poorer. Even if how hard we try, I hope that, government can somehow do something about this situation. Because me as an ordinary citizen, I'm really trying my best for me to be somehow in a stable life, but it's just really hard. What can you say? Number 4. Disinformation and social media. Online platforms spread both truth and false information rapidly, creating confusion and division among the public. So, in the age of the internet, people no longer know who is lying and who is telling the truth. And as far as I'm known, the people at the very top of this pyramid are using the media or social media as their weapon to execute the divide and conquer plan that they have. And for those who know, they've been using this tactic ever since, and still, it keeps working. Number 5. Slow response during crisis. Governments are criticized for delayed or ineffective action during disasters, pandemics, or emergencies. So, a government is tested most during chaos, and many people remember who failed them when it mattered most. So, is there someone who you can think of who failed you during the previous pandemic? Number 6. Lack of transparency. Authorities hide information or avoid accountability, causing citizens to become suspicious. The more secrets government keeps, the louder public suspicion becomes. Number 7. Political polarization. Extreme political division causes citizens to distrust not only opponents but entire institution. Politics stopped becoming debates about solutions and became wars between enemies, which doesn't really do anything good for us ordinary people, right? Number 8. Historical abuse of power. Past dictatorship, violence, corruption, and human rights abuses leave lasting trauma in society. Some nations never fully heal from the scars left by those once in power. Hmm, I can remember someone. Number 9. Corporate and elite influence. Many people believe wealthy corporations and powerful families influence government decisions more than ordinary citizens do. So, this is when the money speaks louder than us, voters. Democracy begins to feel like an illusion. Number 10. Poor public services. Weak healthcare, education, transportation, and infrastructure frustrate taxpayers. Citizens keep paying taxes, yet many still ask, where is this money going? Luggages? Number 11. Media exposure of scandals. Investigative journalism and viral news constantly expose government failures and controversies. But it seems like that it's totally opposite. Those things that you need to expose about the government is actually hidden now by the media and social media. And to be honest, it's actually the vloggers now is more reliable than the news and the TV. Number 12. Unfair justice systems. People lose faith when powerful individuals avoid punishment, when ordinary citizens suffer harsher consequences. For many people, justice no longer looks blind. It looks selective. Most especially with the issues right now that comes from the EP files. Still, no one's got arrested. Number 13. Generational disappointment. Younger generations feel they face fewer opportunities despite working harder than before. So many young people no longer dream of success, they simply dream of surviving. You cannot even barely afford a house and lot nowadays. Number 14. Global crisis and instability. Wars, inflation, climate disasters, and pandemics create fear and frustration directed toward governments. Even when problems are global, citizens still expect their leaders to protect them. But instead, what happened was we are being injected by some kind of, I don't know. And finally, folks, number 15. Declining trust in institutions overall. Distrust spreads beyond government into media, corporations, and other institutions. The real crisis may not be politics, it may be society losing trust in everything. Because of all the things that is going on now, people are waking up, and hopefully we just unite and let's not eat the bait that they are trying to do always for us to be divided. At the end of the day, trust is one of the most powerful things a government can have, and one of the hardest things to rebuild once it's broken. For many people, distrust did not appear overnight. It came from years of disappointment, unanswered questions, rising struggles, and promises that slowly faded away. But the bigger question is, can trust ever return once people stop believing? Because history has shown that when citizens lose faith in their leaders, the effects can reshape the entire nation. So, if this video opened your eyes somehow or made you think differently, make sure to leave a comment below and share your thoughts. And do you still trust the government? Or do you believe the system has already failed ordinary people like us? And by the way, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications for more deep and thought-provoking stories. And remember, sometimes the most dangerous thing in society is not anger, but silence.